Hey, what's going on, DDO players? Axel here. Welcome back to the free-to-play guide and challenge series. If you haven't seen these videos before, this is a series where I'm playing through DDO on a fresh free-to-play account using only what I find. So no auction house, no guild buffs, no handy downs, nothing like that. So in this episode, I'm back in House K, and I'm going to run a few of the level 6s here, and then we're going to run over to House Deneth, which I believe it's the first time, it may be the second time we've been over to House Deneth in this series, and we're going to run one of the level 6 quests over there. So some things happened since last episode. I've been running stuff on my Twitch stream on this account, just nothing. I'm going to show every quest, but I've been running them on normal and hard just to unlock higher level so I can run like elite for the episode. So we're going to run 2 quests on elite today. The 2 House K quests we're going to run today is Ruined Halls and Forgotten Caverns. And we want to run, I would recommend running the House K quests, all these free-to-play House K quests, up to Elite, just so you can get your House K favor for the extra storage space for your inventory and items and such. So I did get enough XP to get to level 8, so I did take level 8. Level 8, I got new hirelings for level 8. A really nice thing I got at level 8 was we got level 2 spells as a paladin. So I took the Righteous Command spell, which gives me a +1 morale bonus to melee and range power per caster level for 1 minute per caster level. So basically that means I'm level 8. So when I cast a spell for 8 minutes, I'm going to have +8 to my melee power and range power. Range power doesn't really matter, but for, give me a little bonus though to my melee DPS, essentially. I've been doing, anytime I log on to my Twitch stream to play this account, I've been also doing the silver daily dice rolls. I did get a lasting elixir of supreme ability, which is a pretty nice pull from those silver rolls. You get these sometimes, but it gives you a stacking +2 bonus to all your character stats for 1 hour. So we'll probably be using that today since we're running a few elite quests. All right, so we're going to pick up these quests right here. Talk to Third to get Forgotten Caverns. And we're going to talk to this guy over here, if I can choose the right dialogue options, to get Ruined Halls. Oh, the only other thing I did on the character, I did reset my Sacred Defender. Just basically, I took the PRR here. I took strong defense. This adds to our Sacred Defender stance. I took the strength, so I have +6 to strength here. Took an extra lay on hands. Nothing crazy has been going on with enhancements right now. That's what I'm currently running. So let's head out to, we'll hit up, so Ruined Halls is over here. We're going to hit, since Forgotten Caverns is right here, we'll go ahead and hit that up first. Let's see, we got to go down here. We'll be running these on elites. This one has some cold traps at the beginning. Really, I want to make sure my resists are up. We'll go ahead and use our level 8 hireling here. A lot of trolls in these quests. They can hit pretty hard in melee. My ability score there was too low, so I have to use these wands before I can cast my buff here, but it's no problem. I did swap off my wisdom item for this helmet because I wanted to get some sheltering and resistance in there for better saves and defenses and stuff. So we got our cold. Let's go ahead and get our, I don't remember, I think acid, maybe electricity we need here. I'll go ahead and just chug them all. But I know there's cold right here at the beginning. So here, right at the beginning, we need to kill these mephits. We got to watch out for these traps. Yeah, so we're getting hit with force damage and cold damage. Let's get our hireling over here. So all the mephits are dead now. But he did get hit pretty hard, and so did I by that explosion. Let's go ahead and heal up a little bit here. And I guess we'll go ahead and use our, I said I would, my long-lasting elixir, so that give me the +2 stacking bonus.
The stonework in this room is cracked and frosted over from the chilling influence.
Let's go ahead and use our Expeditious Retreats. So there is so you see this guy with the blue. There's a special event that just started, a seasonal event. So as of when I'm recording this, it's the end of we're in the last week of January 2025, and they just launched the Snow Peaks event. So the Snow Peaks event, one of the events, they have a lot. DDO has a lot of events that cycle, and this particular one every time you kill a champion, so that's one of the crown monsters on hard or elite, there'll be a chance for there to be a chest, a special Snow Peaks frozen chest, and you can get keys in there that let you play one of the obstacle courses in the Hall of Heroes. There's 2 of them. And I actually didn't need to go. We'll go ahead and do this, but this isn't optional, actually. I didn't need to come down this way. But we'll go ahead and do this optional. Got my trip going there. I still should be spamming trip more. Anyways, so for the Snow Peaks event, you get keys from killing champions, so that's either hard or elite. And then you get those keys, you go to the Hall of Heroes, you do the obstacle courses, you get currency, you can turn that currency in for whatever you want. There's a bunch of items here. There's cosmetics you can get. We don't need the shrine. There's cosmetics you can get. There's augments. There are a variety of things. There's cosmetic pets. It's a pretty fun event. They only run it, it's about only 2 weeks a year or so. So it's not something you can get all the time. Go ahead and get my hireling over here. Go ahead and top me off. I did not mean to drink that. That was a mistake. That was an Angel's Tear elixir that I got from a silver roll. I was gonna save that for a potentially tough spot, but it's just for this level, it's a really nice healing potion. But I wasted it. Oopsie doopsie. Wow, I can't believe I said oopsie doopsie. What's wrong with me? Okay, anyways, we got to go this way so we can this lever. Then we can go forward. This is a pretty simple quest. I mean, both of these quests we're going to run today. The last one's a little bit bigger. We're going to go to the bounty hunter, but these are pretty basic quests. Now, starting next level, we're going to finally get to some bigger quests. I know I've been saying in previous episodes, we're getting to the point where we're going to start seeing quests get more complex, and next level we're going to see that. And in this level we're going to go run, probably next episode is probably going to be 2 of the newer quests that are level 6s. There's an Isle of Dread pre-quest that we're going to run, as well as the Promise of Fire, which isn't that new of a quest, but it's a little more, there's a little more to those quests than the ones we've been running lately. So that is just a shrine over there. We don't need that. See, you can see these trolls, you know, they can hit for quite a bit. So be wary if you don't have a lot of PRR. Alright, so there's Forgotten Realms Elite, or Forgotten Caverns, not Forgotten Realms. We aren't going to Forgotten Realms anytime soon. Although Forgotten Realms does exist in this game. But you don't really go over there until about, level, 15 or so? Alright guys, let's move on to Ruined Halls, which is, I believe it's over here. Now this one has a lot of traps, so want to be very careful. Go ahead and do all my resists, electricity, cold. All right. So this quest has a mechanic where if you break boxes, oops, so that one I could just run past. If you break boxes, it will spawn stuff. So you don't want to break boxes in this quest. It's really not worth breaking stuff to go for ransack here. There's also some traps, which I'm going to try to, if I can, just try to run past the traps. Let's see. So we got to go this way. So this trap is a little harder to avoid. Let's go ahead and get these enemies. See, the trap actually killed the enemies, which is kind of cool when they have that mechanic. DDO. Also, a lot of oozes here. So you're going to see me swapping quite a bit. Make sure I did go in on elite, right? Okay. So, see, I'll just show you. I'll break one, but if you break a crate, see, it'll just spawn more enemies. So you really don't want to break stuff in this quest. Let's see. We don't need to go left. That's just a shrine. This isn't optional. I guess I could. I think it's an int check. Yeah. Let's do the optional. Why not? It's not really worth it, but since my hireling can pull it and it's really short, I'll just do it anyway. There's a mini boss here we gotta kill. $382 in a chest. The optionals are a little better for this character just because, you know, in this challenge, we are on an elite quest right now, and I'm only using what I find. So when you run elite, you get an extra level up. Ooh, extra level up in terms of your stuff. That is actually a great item for us. That gives us stunning +5. +5 to our stunning blow DCs. That is great. We're going to lose a little bit of HP, but see, I'm very glad I did the optional. That's quite a good... I haven't found any stunning items anywhere near a +5. So I will lose 10 HP, but getting +5 to my stunning blow DCs is quite nice. And I'm just kind of realizing I didn't cast my wands here, so let's do that. But that's great. So my stunning blow should work much better now. That's a great pickup for us. You know, if there are some easier elite quests, you may even want to repeat stuff on elite or even try on Reaper if you're running like I'm running and you're not using the auction house. Just because you may get useful gear. I don't know if I would go too far with that though, because you'll eventually get more stuff and you'll out level your stuff, and it's, I don't know. It's up to you how much I guess it comes down to your personal preference and how much do you like grinding. It's a lever, I believe, over here. Yeah, I think I don't think I found anything higher than a +3 combat mastery item up until I pulled that belt. Did not mean to break that. Getting 30 strength now too. Still failing some of these, but we are facing melee mobs who are going to have higher fort saves than, say, like casters. Like, if you're ever wondering like who to use your stunning blow on. Oh, my hireling rip. See, I should have been paying more attention. Hirelings will just run through traps like that. They are not very smart. Well, it doesn't really matter. We're right here at the end of the quest, so it's no worries. I've got a couple lay on hands, by the way. I did take an extra lay on hands in the Sacred Defender tree. So if I need, my hireling's down, I do need heals. I do have, I'm getting to the level. So as we get higher in Paladin level, we're going to have more and more of an ability to heal ourselves. and not be reliant on a hireling. See, I've got a 90. I can heal myself for 90 now. Yeah, see. Very nice. If we get a charisma item, it would also help our lay on hands a bit. Sturdy of reconstruction. Not something we're going to use. All right, so last quest in this episode is going to be over in House Deneth, but first we want to go, should I go pick up, yeah, let's go ahead and pick up our, in rewards first. I might find something in the in reward list I want. I was thinking about just waiting and doing this while I'm not recording. Let's see, what do we got? Air Guard. Air Guard's actually decent. Is that... Because there isn't actually in Green Steel. There's a proc which is crafting in the Meridia area of the game, which is Veil of Twilight. You can get a haste proc. I don't think that one includes the haste. Let's see. PRR 12, that's really nice. But I don't want to give up my fortification, which is on my armor. So we will just... take something else. Let's see. We got a helmet. Wizardry of Search. We don't need that. Blazing. Nah, that's garbage. Pretty garbage for that too. So we'll just take the highest level. I really should be taking the highest level item because it'll sell for a little bit more platinum. All right. Now we're going to go over to the teleporter. Now, Sacred Bounty is a little bit more complicated, and I just ran it today on my Twitch stream before recording this episode for the first time in, gosh, I don't know how many years, but it's not too bad. And I'm glad I ran it because it reminded me of a few things you can do and a few optionals and such, which I don't know if we'll touch, but it's a little bit bigger of a quest. So we got to go to House Deneth. Which I don't know if we actually... I don't know if we've been here yet in the series. We're going to go down to the... I believe it's the Anvil Fire Inn. Yes, we're going to go over here to Kirstana. And I did run this... I only ran this once prior, so we can only do hard. There are a lot of traps in this one as well. And there's one section, which I'll show you, which is kind of mandatory. It is mandatory. And you have to do a little bit of platforming and avoid some traps. And I know on Elite and higher, the traps are super, super deadly. But, you know, on hard, it'll be fine. Let's go ahead and... I'm not as concerned about all these resists. I may just do, let's just do Wisdom and Strength. And we'll do Charisma as well. I'm not as concerned about resists. I'll wait until I get later in the quest. Some spikes there, but as you can see me doing a lot, like right there, a lot of the time in the game, and maybe I'm repeating myself too much here, but if you just run, like run forward, a lot of times you'll run past the trap before the game initiates it. And it's something I do, you'll see me doing all the time. Sometimes that won't work, but when it doesn't work, it's normally fine on this build just because I'm a paladin and I have a lot of HP, so I'm not too worried about it. I don't think I have to go this way. Yeah, there's just a shrine. see, I think that was that the champ? I think that was the champ caster. Did quite a bit of damage there. Yeah, this is a locked item, so we can't do this part. We can't go get that chest because it requires pick lock. I know one of these paths is optionals, so we'll find out which one it is. Okay, this is the section I was talking about. So you have to jump across these various platforms to get to the edge because it has a key you need. So there's a variety of different traps, so you want to make sure you have your resist going. I know there's a sonic trap. I believe there's cold traps. There might be a fire one as well. I'm just going to chug all of them. You should be fine just being on hard, but, you know. So this is an example of, like, if I do this right and I go fast, you know, I still got hit by that one. But if you jump fast, you should be able to avoid. There's one right here, which, see, I avoided because I ran past it before it initiated. But that cold trap, you know, some of them it won't work. That cold trap, you got hit by no matter what. But on elite, elite, these can do, you know, lots of damage. So be careful. Now, there's a little trick you can use on the way back, which I'll show you when we get there. See, with this that new stunning item, we should be able to stun at least casters. You know, with a very, very high rate of success. This person you can either kill, or you can, let's see, yeah, let her go and get a little, you can fight her. If you choose the other option, you fight her. But if you choose the second one, you don't have to. Sometimes hirelings just won't heal you, so that you can see me manually controlling the hireling there. All right, so in this part, on the way back, what we're going to do is we're just going to drop to the bottom. Wait for this. Drop to the bottom in the water. Since it's water, we can get a collectible if we want. It's not going to do any damage. So you don't have to hop back through the traps. You can just hop through the water on the way back and then climb up this ladder. But you can't do that on the way there because there's no ladder on the other side. There's only a ladder on the beginning section. All right, so up here, now I do remember, if I go up here, there's a trap up there, and this section is optional. Up this ladder, you can climb up here and go up here. I think I will skip it because it's just not really worth it. So let's go, let's see, we got to go south now. So the optional will give you a key to an extra chest at the end if you want it. But I don't think I'll bother. The key we got from across that platforming section with the traps will unlock that door. That chest, I believe, unlocks once you kill all these mobs. And this will end the quest. So if we did do the optional, we could unlock this door with the jeweled key and get an extra chest. But it's honestly not really worth it, in my opinion. But you can do it if you want. All right, guys, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you for future episodes. You all have a good one. Take care.